So ladies, it's Christmas time. I'm showing you my thing in a second. Yeah, my thing in a second. Ta-da! Here is my thing. So I just updated this guy here. This is a gaming Christmas tree. I should actually name it, like a gaming Christmas tree. Anyway, I just added some gamepad to the thing. Everything you see is made from scratch. That counts for everything I did so far with Blender. I also have a Blender channel where you can actually see me modeling the gamepads here. Why did I create this guy? Because it's Christmas, obviously, and also, not yet, but it's gonna be. And it's gonna be an overlay. What is an overlay? Well, you can see right now running in the upper right hand corner. And what I'm gonna do in a second is render it with a transparent background and place it somewhere in the corner when I record games like Stalker, for example. Man, Stalker, I recently played Stalker 2. I seem to become a fan of this game. I never really played Stalker, the older versions. Now I'm more curious about the older versions because the new one is pretty cool. So it is a little bit of a gaming channel. It's a little bit of a mix. It's a mess up channel right now. It started as a learning journey. Now it is what it is. It is my outlet. Okay. Yeah, I'm excited, and I just wanted to show you that. You can also see an older version on this channel too, where I actually go a little bit more in depth about not explaining things how you do it, but just talk a little bit about how I created those needles in, like, roughly. I show that. I'm not gonna do this today. If you're interested in stuff like that, on my Blender channel, I usually talk. Explain things while I'm doing things. So here I don't want to do that. I just want to show you what I can do, and that's good. And if I can do, you can do that too. If you have interest, you can do that. If you should still do it, I don't know about AI. What the hell do I know? Does it really matter? Whatever. Okay, let's set this thing up. I'm gonna change that. So I'm gonna create. By the way, you can also create not just overlays for OBS without a background as a video file, but also like a PNG sequence or any kind of picture sequence. And with Krita, I recently tested it again. You can create a GIF animation. Stuff like this is pretty useful for if you want to post stuff in Discord or something, Okay, this one is important, and I'm going to put this guy onto the desktop first. I'm gonna name it Christmas tree. Christmas tree. Is this correct? You cannot see what I'm writing. Oh, even better. Tannenbaum and Baum. Then you don't know if I spell it incorrectly. Also, I have the piano. No worries, not yet, maybe later. I just thought about, I don't know any Christmas song, but anyway. So, okay, I'm gonna render this guy now. I was thinking the face could always face, this face could always face the camera. It's possible, it's not a big deal setting this up, but maybe I'll just leave it like that. It doesn't have to be too good. It's gonna be in the corner, I don't even know. Maybe I should make the gamepads a little bit bigger. Also, I was thinking animating the lightning here. There. Let me check this here. Lichterkette here. I could animate that. I already prepared something. I don't know if this is graph editor. Yeah, that's good. Let's make this an endless thing. Bam, bam. Here we go. And maybe here. So with offset. If you have any questions, I can maybe talk about this. Okay, this is already working. Now let's put this into separate. Now let's say I wanna combine. So yeah, that's gonna be good. Now this one should, yeah, you see it changes the colors, the lightning now. It's affecting. Actually, I can increase the speed a bit. I personally like colorful trees, you know. My mom, for example, doesn't like it. She just wants to have like a strict, you know, either or, like yellowish or two colors stuff. Whatever, whoever likes, whatever you like, whatever. You know what I mean. Okay, I'm also a little bit too. Today I have a good day. I have a good energy, but it is also annoying. You know, it's something you wouldn't know when you wake up and you have just a good day or a good energy, and you feel so incredible that you always wanna punch you in your own face. Because you know, but you know, let me tell you, it's not. I deserve it, you know, a bit. So let me enjoy that a bit. But I know this is usually, you know, I don't know. Okay. Looks kind of good. Maybe. What if I also plug this in here? How does this look? Does it change anything? No. Could be a little bit faster. Let's say I'm gonna, with that work actually, let's see what happens. I think it does work, only too fast. And let's check this out. Let's bring it back together. There are many ways making stuff like that happening, you know, in Blender, always. What if I do that? It just pulsates here a bit. Yeah, I think I'll leave it at default. Though I remember, I think it was last year or maybe, I don't remember quite when exactly, but visiting a friend of mine, Klaus, during the Christmas time, and I slept in his living room, and it was on the countryside, and I was thinking outside, if something happened, must have happened. Because you know all the lights, all the emergency lights were blinking, were not blinking, I think, flashing. And I was thinking, oh man, what happened? And then I got up and I opened the window, you know, the curtain, and I looked outside, and I just saw it was just a Christmas decoration. It's just stupid. Like who wants to, it was not like nicely, softly pulsating or something. It was like completely crazy. And I was thinking, hey, how can you relax when, I mean, don't you think about the neighbors or something? I mean, a little bit, you know. So please consider your neighbor, except if you don't like him, but well, maybe you can fix it, huh? It's gonna be if you live somewhere and always fight with somebody. It's not gonna be good. Here we go. I think I'm gonna go with that. I think that I like that one here. Okie dokie, let's, oh, maybe this one green. Yeah, I mean, this comes really down to personal taste, you know. I think I'll leave it like that. I think that's, I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, let's save it. And then I'm gonna make a video. Let it render. Ray tracing I actually don't need. That's actually overdone here. Let me see. Yeah, a little bit, yeah, okay, I like it though, yeah, a little bit it matters, but I think the shadow, I can turn down a bit for performance, it'll help the performance overall. I have the dinosaur song, since I played it a bit, hold on, this guy here in my head. No, not like that, how was it? Yeah. No. Hmm? No. How did I do that? Hey? What is happening? I get confused here. Ah. Here we go. Ah, piano. I was thinking playing the piano while rendering. So today's a music day, so I was exercised and dancing and all the stuff and then the music. Okay, what else? I think I'm done. I can render it like that. Yeah. Render it or banda it. Ah, now you can see what I was writing. Tannenbaum is a German for the Christmas tree. Oh, Tannenbaum, oh, Tannenbaum. That's how Germans sing, by the way. It's like we sit together and sing. Oh Tannenbaum, Punkt. Wie grün sind deine Blätter? Fragezeichen. It's not too bad. It's kind of like that. So let's see. Render animation. I'm a little bit confused because I'm using a full screen window in Blender. I usually don't do that. The reason right now is okay, I was confused. I thought the effect is not the glooming. No, not glooming. The bloom is not there, but it is there. Yeah. It shouldn't take too long. So I'm playing the game Stalker 2. It's really, really good. But I also made an overlay for Bioshock. I have a lot of, this Christmas I'm gonna record a lot. I said that to myself. This is gonna be a recording time this year for private reasons, and I was thinking playing Bioshock again, and made a Bioshock character. But right now I gotta tell you that Stalker 2, I really start to. I said this already, I think, in the beginning. I really start to fall in love with this game. It's really cool. It's something when I played the older versions, I tried to find my way into this game because one of my friends loved this game, and it's Fallout stuff. It's like it's like Fallout. But I couldn't. Maybe just too clunky, too old. I didn't know what the game was. I still don't know why the game is so much fun, because there's no. It's weird. There's no role playing. There is role playing in terms of you can communicate with NPCs and so on, but I don't even do that. I completely disregard the story, and it is still fun to me just running around and I think the atmosphere of this game is super strong, and the details of the world is super detailed, and the monsters are really, really cool. I really like the monsters in this game. Everything is very dark, and the interface is growing up. It looks really cool. There's no base building. There's almost no crafting, which I enjoy. Although a little bit of crafting could be in terms of that. I thought maybe if you can. What am I doing here? It's a Christmas tree, and I talk about Stalker. You might not be interested in that. I should talk about this in the other thing, during the gameplay. But anyway, so I completely disregard the story, but not in Bioshock. In Bioshock, I like the story, although, well, more the storytelling. I think how the game is sharing the stories. I really like but Bioshock is also a masterpiece. So story-wise, I think well presented. I'm just rambling here a bit. I know. So let's see. How far are we? Okay, let's play a bit. I don't know. This song I'm gonna play because I like it. Good song, good song. Almost done. Yeah. Microphone is a bit in the way. Auf Wiedersehen, microphone. Goodbye, Lucas. I love you. Arigato. This is the best part of the whole song to me. Okay. Yeah, it's cool. It's kind of cool. Yeah. When I was young, back in the day, I was checking out my nose. I don't know, how do you say Nasepopeln in English? Oh boy, Nasepopeln. Picking your nose. Thank you, Seinfeld. From the Seinfeld, I was thinking about Seinfeld. There was an episode about that. Yeah. No. Picking your nose. Yeah, I think so. Okay, it's done. Let's check it out. If it's cool or not. I hope it's cool. Oh, Christmas tree. This one, how do I? Window. Turning off full screen. I have to use full screen here because of the Pop! OS, because of the thing here, the dash thing. Okay, let's put it in here. And it doesn't work. Why would that be? No, that's weird. I must forgotten something. I wouldn't know what, but I'm sure I made a mistake. What was my mistake? Quick time event? No, it looks good. Tannenbaum desktop. Maybe. I don't think so normally. But it doesn't work. No, we rendered it for nothing. That's sad. Maybe I should have done the image and then made it. No. It's weird. It says also MKV. No, that cannot be right. It should. No, I think the format is wrong. Yeah, I think the encoding type here should also be QuickTime. I think I didn't do that. Well, I'm gonna run it again, but this time I'm gonna just pause and render animation. Let's render it again. Okay, I'm pausing here for you, my good friend. So it's rendered again. Let's try this again. I think I made a mistake though. Oh shit. I already made a mistake, I think now. Oh no. Yeah, I made a mistake, but it should be kind of okay. Let's see. So I'm gonna put this guy. You cannot see anything right now, but in a second you will see something. Yeah, so it works. You can see this would be the overlay. The problem is only I forgot to take out the ground, you know. You don't want to have a ground because it's influencing when I make this here full screen. So imagine instead of seeing Blender, you would see a game running, right? That's the idea. Let me toggle full screen on. Then you see this one here runs. But it doesn't work because of the ground. So I have to render it again. I'm gonna overwrite that again, but I'm showing this is, you know, this is how it's gonna be in the game. So sure, it's gonna be in a way, but hey, it's Christmas, you know, and hey, I get it, you know, I'm not like a huge Christmas fan and blah, 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 blah. Believe me, I also had a hard time. So it's not about, you know, just, you know, it's a Christmas tree, whatever. I like it. I made it. I like it. I want to use it. So let's see. Yeah, I'm going to render it again. I'm just taking out the environment, this one here, so that should look better now. Yeah, I have to stand only, and now I have to render it one more time, and I'm pausing again. Render starts now and pausing for you. Okay, so it's done. I was eating something between while rendering. Let's try that again. I see. How do I exit that? I know. How do I exit? No. How do I exit that? No. I don't know what I try to say right now. No, not that it really matters. Okay, desktop. It's on the desktop. I'm just looking for my file actually. Here we go. Drag and drop. Let's see. Ta-da! Now this is how it shall look. It's the size is adjustable. I just need also to see that on the bigger screen. So let me check. Yeah, that looks kind of okay. I could change maybe the perspective a bit. That's doable. I have to loop it also. Loop this guy. And then, you know, for gaming, I would like, this is a good size. Here, somewhere in the corner here. Question is, if I should change the perspective a bit, you know. Also, if I maybe slow it down, the problem is I need to have like a 360 degree. If I slow it down, the render size is longer. I have to double the frames. I have to render more. That's not the problem. The size will be longer. That's the problem. Let's try something. How does it look when I filter properties? Yeah, filter. Color correction first of all. Let's see what we can do. Checking. Oh. Yeah. So you can still look through that. That's good. Maybe smaller like that. Yeah, that could be okay for gaming. Unfortunately, you wouldn't see the details anymore. You would lose that this is actually it has some gaming things, you know. I could make the gaming things bigger. Let's do that. Let's do it and see how this works, how this looks. Okay, first of all, let's change the perspective a bit. I like this first version though, maybe I'll keep it. So I'll make another version. I would say I'm gonna save this first in my social media folder. Here I'm gonna create a lot of overlay folder, Tannenbaum 2025. And so here, like Tannenbaum 2025 overlay. This is the first version. Overlay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so now I can make a second save file. And then we change perspective a bit. Overlay to Tannenbaum. Oh, Lust Christmas. I'll give you my heart though. Tannenbaum 2. Okay, perspective change. Camera. Maybe. I have to turn this one here off. If this goes down and the camera goes up a bit. Oh, why is the camera? I see, I even have those things. Maybe I don't need that. that be better? Maybe it is okay. It was okay before already. But maybe track 2. Let's see if I make it like so. Then the camera goes down. Why is it so? Where is the thing actually? I see. Now camera goes down. Let me deactivate this one here for now. I see. I do this manually right now. Maybe that's better. Important is with stuff like this that everything is in the, nothing is sticking out of the visible rim. For an overlay, you have to make sure that nothing is reaching the edges of the camera. Otherwise, it breaks immersion. Either breaks immersion. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's try this. Also, we're gonna make the controller bigger so that people can see. Oh, so is this a controller? Yeah, it is. 0.03. Okay, 0.04. No. Yeah, that would be 0.035. Yeah, maybe like that. See how does it start? Yeah. Yeah, but like I keep saying that, but you wouldn't know. Is that I think about making a website, but right now private stuff is I have to think when, also money wise now, you know, I wanted to put my overlays onto a website for the people to download, but I don't know much about websites. But this is the initial idea actually. So. Oh, this is an idea I had. Yeah. It uses here colors, but the colors are actually not being used. The value is used, but not the color here, just in case you wonder why. I changed a little bit the you know what? Let's leave the thing, the gamepads as they are. I like them like that. Okay, I'm gonna render that again. I'm gonna save this one. This is the second one, right? What is it name? Save as part overlay 2, and this is gonna be Tannenbaum 2. Yeah. Okay, dokie. Let's render this again. Yeah, I'm pausing for you. I still do render. I got myself a pudding. I realized. Now it doesn't work so good anymore. I can make with those things a little bit, you know, like some sound effects for walking on the step. Hold on, I'm going to show you. Yeah, so wait a second. Now listen. Works good, right? Okay, pausing again. So, okay. Let's see. I'm gonna drag and drop that new overlay over here, and this is the new one. You can see that the difference is, well, you cannot see that very well. Let me open that. Perspective, I think perspective is better. You wouldn't see that so well, but it's noticeable. And the game controllers are bigger. So let me copy and paste. Now they should be have the same filter. Yeah, now they look identical, right? I don't see any difference. I do not know. Did I make a mistake here? I just copied the, also, I'm an idiot. I just copied the thing here. So, well, yeah, that's the reason. Okay. So let's compare that again. This one here. I wanted to copy the filter, but I didn't. So copy filter. You know what? This is the old version. I just disable the filter for now. So bye filter, and I'm gonna reset that guy so we can see the comparison better. Reset transformation. Okay, this is the first one, and this is the second one. I have to loop him as well. Okay. Now left is a little bit more left is the new version. I think the newer version is a little bit better in terms of perspective, and also the controllers are bigger. You can see them a little bit. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll keep the first one. I like the first one better. Although I have to consider making this smaller. How does it look when they are tinier? I think I like the tinier controller better because they fit just better, you know. They are better positioned because I made them bigger. They're kind of sometimes floating, which well, it's okay, but also weird. Yeah, I could adjust them a bit better actually. Yeah. You know what? No, that's okay. That's okay. It doesn't have to be too good. This is a side project. I think I'm gonna keep the first one. Second one is not so ideal for me. I like that perspective actually better because it's the needles are two-dimensional. When you go down a little bit from the view, it also looks better from this perspective. I think, if I can compare that, you know. But it's really it's difficult. Or I could just adjust the controllers a bit better. Because it is kind of funny that they are, but you can still see that even on the, yeah. Okay, yeah, let me try something. Ah crap, the stuff is in my throat. Okay, so they sometimes look like they would. I know. What can I do? It's just in the wrong space here. They kind of sometimes do it like they would float a bit, which I don't really like so much. So I wanna turn this off, stars off, smoke. Try to optimize them a bit. so that they don't look too much like floating. Let's see, where is it? This one here. You know, I think next time I can do it actually manually, like really decorating a Christmas tree. And also has an advantage if you would do that manually, then you don't have to deal with the curving. Okay, let's check this out again. No, I think let's try something. Controller, little curve here. No, this wouldn't work. Ah, it also deforms, right? No, it doesn't. That's good. Simple deforms. Fortunately, this is something you cannot really see very well. No, it's actually worse. This is due to the perspective and the two-dimensional. It sometimes looks like they were floating. This has to do with the perspective change, I think. It's responsible for that. It is becoming a little bit tedious. I think next time I'm doing, when I know I'm gonna use controller, let's just put it that way. I think I'm gonna use a different method next time for stuff like this, because you can see the curve is influencing every change I make is influencing the whole structure a bit, which makes sense because I think they use what do I use in here? Distance, not count. I think count would be maybe better. I don't think that would make a difference, but let's try that out. It's still maybe like that. Okay, let's turn on the other thing. Looks a bit better. But can you see that actually? The game controllers very well. No. The first one, for example, you cannot really see so well. I also like the fact that you were able to see the white ones very well. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's try that. I'm gonna just override that because if I don't like this, I'm just gonna keep the first version. Again, this is a side project. It shouldn't take too much effort. About effort, you know, it should be fun for me right now. You know, like let me render that just again. I just delete that. I can override that one here. Yeah, when it comes to effort, listen, I'm gonna be honest. Well, I have this Black Raven animation, a car assembling itself, where I did everything, you know. And 35 people have watched it, and I was working like a crazy person on this, like over a long period of time. I don't know how long exactly, but easily over 1 year, with breaks in between. But eventually I had to stop because when a scene becomes extremely complicated and you taking breaks, the same thing happens. What happens when you take breaks when you play a role-playing game? You forget about the things you did, and you cannot take too long breaks. And so you have, when you work by yourself, you have to finish the project at some point in time. Otherwise, you're never gonna do it because you're gonna be like working on it forever. Also, this made me. Let's just put it that way. I did my stuff on my own all the time, and I did this happily. I like working on my own, but I'm okay with that now. I'm actually done with that, so I wouldn't mind working together with somebody, on something that I think too. That, yeah. So energy is going through, but it was a good day. Actually, it was a really good day in terms of energy wise. Man. Yeah. Was also treating myself very well, and get the right food. Although weirdly, actually not yesterday. I ate some crap. I had some chili cheese. So I don't know why exactly. Whatever. It is what it is. Okay, I'm pausing here, and then we'll see the final result of yeah. Okay, so let's see. I hope this is better, and if not, then the first one it is. I say it is. Check this out. Check it out, baby. Yeah, this one must be the new one now. I have to make it big. Make it big. Oh no, wrong window. For myself. Preview. Here we go. Okay, now I can see it. So, let me compare that a bit. It's not looping. It needs to loop. And to be fair, let's make them both similar in size. Reset. So the right one is the old first one, left one is the new one. Whew, no, I think I really like the first one better. I really think so, yeah. I think also because the color changed of the controller positioning, but it's hard to say. Yeah. Let's make them smaller both. Like so. I mean, this would be more like that. And they run at different speed as well. Why is that? The light should be the same. Maybe because I started them differently, so now they compare better. Oh well. I do think, I like the perspective of the second one better. But the bigger controller I kind of like here too. Yeah, that's a tough one actually. Let's just use one for now. The new one. Let's put them aside. Let's make a little game session test. I'm gonna close. Maybe I should position it first. So. I mean, can it be up? Or could be up too, actually. That's the thing, if it's like super small because of gaming, because gamers don't give a shit about stuff. They do, if they like you or something, they will tolerate stuff. But obviously they don't give a shit if this. They want to see the game, and only that. So, but this doesn't mean you cannot sneak some shit in. I mean, don't listen to me, Don't listen to me. But I would, in theory, I understand what people want. I just don't give it to them. But in theory, I get it. But But I think a big streamer could use it, you know, without any problems. But it's Christmas, isn't it? No, anyway, so let's see. By what I mean by gamers don't give a shit, it's more like, listen, when I check out a game, right? Before I buy a game, I do the same thing. I go on YouTube, check it out. What is it? If nothing is available, I will watch a let's play just to see some gameplay, and this is all I care, you know. And that is legit. I accept it. I get that. But you know, this channel is not just for that. It's not just a gaming channel. It's also, I wanted to share a little bit how it's possible that people like me can acquire learning a language, which to me honestly was so far away that I never thought I could actually ever do that in my life. Like, I never had the English at school and so on, blah, 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 blah. And that was possible. And in general, that people like me can learn a lot of things, you know, and especially if they have some guidance, you know. Something like that, but also fun, you know. I want to communicate what I think. But people don't give a shit. I understand though. I get it. Anyway, let's save this here. And now I'm gonna play a test game just for fun to see how it would look like. Quit. Okay, so this is the background. Also made obviously by myself. All by myself. So let's see. Bluetooth. What game could I play quickly? Yeah, Stalker takes a while to load. What is a good game for a quick session here? Bioshock would be ready already. I don't know. Let's play Soulstone Survivors for a second. This game is not too bad, I gotta say. It is I showed this game on this channel. I checked it out a bit, and it was very... Well, I didn't like it so much. But I also said something, I think, like it has some potential, and it turns out this game, Soulstones, is actually really... It was fun for a while. I remember I played that for a while. But since then I forgot almost everything about this game, so I don't know anymore. But what I'm talking about is this guy here. In a second you'll see. Soulstone Survivors, here we go. Ta-da! This Christmas tree fits very well into this overlay, right? So, there's also a new save file. I'm not gonna play that, I just wanna see the overlay happening here. Oh, Christmas tree, you are so beautiful. I can't believe it.
This heat boils the blood. Perfect for hunting.
One thing, this is a good morning game, you know, when you start drinking your coffee, you can play this game with one hand. Partially, you don't even need a hand, you can just watch the character killing things. It's actually, this game is really not too bad, but I don't want to tell you why. I forgot everything about it. Only thing I know is that I really enjoyed playing this game for a while after saying in the video it's kind of overwhelming. It's a weird game, but it's actually fun. I had a good time with that. Anywho, I'm gonna go now. So I'm gonna play maybe a little bit Stalker with the Christmas tree, which fits very well into this game. Obviously, I'm sarcasm. I don't know. Stalker people, do they appreciate a good Christmas tree? I don't know. We'll see. Bye bye.